School boys. So when I was in high school, me and my homie were debating about who was better, Dembele or Mbappe. Now this was when Mbappe was playing for Monaco and Dembele was just coming up. He was on Dortmund. I'll be honest, he was crazy back then. But he was saying, that Dembele was better, and I just could not believe that. And fast forward, whatever it is, 8 years later, I still don't think that Dembele is better than Mbappe. But when you compare, what they've achieved, Dembele has 2 Champions Leagues now. He has a Ballon d'Or. He has a World Cup. And he's reached higher levels than Mbappe has reached. And it's crazy to say that because they had 2 different paths. Mbappe came on, he was a star man right away. He just went on this trajectory, and you could honestly argue that Mbappe was at a higher spot, honestly, at 19, 20 years old than he is now at 26, 27. Whereas Dembele had to go a long way to get to this point. He had to get drugged through the mud for a few years. There was times a few years ago when he was on Barcelona, people were saying that he was washed, he was done, he was like a meme player. He was a sort of laughing stock. And now you look at him, and he might win another Ballon d'Or. He might win another World Cup. He has 2 Champions Leagues, and I don't know. I'm not going to bet against him to win the third one. But it just shows the power of not giving up and staying consistent and believing in yourself even when no one else does, because the road to the top isn't always the same for everybody. And another example of this would be Eze. Even though he lost, he came from Crystal Palace this year. He came from Crystal Palace this year to playing in a Champions League final and winning a Premier League. So don't think that it's ever too late for you to get what you want. One person's path doesn't have to be your path. Mbappe and Dembele have had 2 very different paths to the top, but at the end, both of them are there. So